Hi guys, Greg here, Deputy Food Editor and host of The Slice. Welcome to my very tiny apartment kitchen in Brooklyn. Like many of you, I've been cooking a lot at home and trying to keep things interesting and delicious. One thing I go to all the time, at least once a week, is pizza. And based on what I could find in my pantry and fridge this morning, I'm making a riff on our Skillet pizza Diavola. The recipe's up on the website. And as the name would imply, of course, it starts with a skillet. I have this beautiful, heavy cast iron. If you don't have a cast iron skillet, you could also do this in a stainless steel, or you could even do it in a rimmed baking sheet. Important thing to do first, of course, is to preheat your oven to 425 degrees. And let me just show you the ingredients I have. I do not have feta, but I do have ricotta, so I'm using that instead. In addition to, of course, the old mozzarella cheese. I did have some of that in my fridge. I don't have any Italian sausage, but I did find some breakfast sausage in my freezer, so it's currently thawing, and then I'll just slice this into little rounds. I don't have Kalamata olives, but I did find a jar of green olives in the pantry, so I'm gonna slice these up. And I cheat too. I did not make marinara, but I always keep an emergency jar of my favorite Rayos, and I had some left over from a pasta dish I made earlier in the week, so we'll be using that. And fresh oregano, which I had. You can use dry or skip it all together if you don't have it. Basil would work to finish. And hot pepper. This is a Fresno. You could use a jalapeno, serrano, chili flakes, whatever you've got to add a little heat. And a lot of oil in the bottom of the skillet. That's gonna make the dough really crispy. And I made this 3 days ago, I think, and have let it very slowly rise in the fridge. And you can see it's got beautiful pockets of air all over it. This dough is ready to go. You don't even have to punch it down first, just transfer it right into your skillet and then press it to the edges, leaving a bit of a rim. My dough's a little cold still. I just pulled it from the fridge. I should have pulled it out earlier, but I wasn't really as prepped as I thought I was. That's all right. If it's giving you any resistance, you can just cover it and let it sit for a few minutes and then continue stretching it. Mine is actually stretching beautifully because it's been in the fridge for several days fermenting, so the glutens are nice and relaxed and the dough is very elastic. And I'm just gonna drizzle the top with even more oil. It can take more than you could ever think in a skillet pizza. This almost ends up similar to focaccia. And then I'm actually gonna reuse that plastic from the dough bowl. Cover this. This needs to sit for about 20 minutes to proof again. And while it's doing that and warming up, we can prep all of our toppings. Stay tuned. Okay, our ingredients are prepped. The dough has rested for 20 minutes and the oven is preheated to 475 degrees. I know I said 425, my bad. I'm at 475. Now, the dough might retract a little bit as mine has, but I'm just gonna use the plastic wrap that I have covered with to press it back out all the way to the edge of that pan. And I still have clean hands, love that. Okay. Season the dough with salt and pepper. A little non-traditional, but I always do. Make sure everything has plenty of flavor. And then you just layer on your ingredients. You can start with cheese or sauce. I kind of like to layer for a skillet pizza, so I'm gonna do some cheese, some sauce, and then a little more cheese with the rest of the toppings. And beyond really prepping out your ingredients, this is a super fast thing to make any day of the week, good for lunch or dinner. And skillet pizza is thicker, so it can take more toppings than a thin crust pizza can. Will certainly hold up to that. All right, now a little more cheese. Oh, I also found shiitake mushrooms in the fridge, so I sliced up a few of those. A little more flavor. I'll never pass up a mushroom on a pizza when given the opportunity, but really, you can make any kind of pizza you want, put any toppings on it you want, whatever you have in the fridge. The one thing I do like to put on the very top is the sausage because it's raw. I want to make sure that gets plenty of direct heat to cook through and crisp a little bit. And again, because it's skillet pizza, it takes longer than a thin pizza. A thin crust pizza will be ready in anywhere from 7 to 10 minutes, depending on how hot your oven will get. A skillet pizza like this will take anywhere from 18 to 22 minutes. So it does require a little bit more time. Okay, fresh oregano. Oh, yum. And the sausage on top and the ricotta. Can't forget about the ricotta. This is looking so tasty. And then just a few dollops of ricotta cheese. I like the freshness of a ricotta or a feta here. That creaminess is nice too when you bite into it. And that's it. Into the preheated 475-degree oven, 18 to 22 minutes. Don't forget to set your timer. This skillet pizza Diavola is fresh from the oven and filling my apartment with the most gorgeous aroma. I really wish you were here to smell it and taste it with me. While it was baking off, I put together a very quick, simple salad of baby arugula and half cherry tomatoes, simply dressed with good extra virgin olive oil and champagne vinegar, salt, and pepper. That's it. If you've already got your pizza dough made and ready to go, this whole thing takes less than 30 minutes to pull off. I hope you'll try it at home. Thanks for watching, and I wish you good health and happy eating.